Yeah, I got a new project. My son just got a house here a week or so ago, and it snows up here in Wisconsin. And I decided, well, actually somebody donated this to him. I think his mother gave him this snowblower. And I tried it out when we had some heavy snow, and it just doesn't pull. It doesn't drive real good. So I did a little research. It's a Craftsman 826, I think, meaning 8 horse, 26-inch cut. And I'm going to show you what I found wrong with it. And I ordered the parts the other day. And I got the wheel off already here. So we're going to do a little repair on a snowblower today. See that bearing? And that shaft? It ain't supposed to be like that, because if it was good, you see in here, the gear can come out of the other cog. And then here's the other thing. This is what they use for a transmission. They just got a steel plate here, or aluminum actually, and this rubber wheel. And when you shift it, this rubber wheel goes to a different diameter for different torque to the wheels. So, and I can't really, I show you. Right now it's in transport mode. And you'll see it move across that plate. So what I have to do is, bear with me here, I went online, found a bearing. It's a nice oil light bearing. It's going to go on there. And they call it a friction wheel. Because this one is just like a belt on a car. See that? Right now it's in low gear, and that should be touching that plate. And so I'm going to put that new drive wheel on there and see if we can't make this thing work again. And that's what I'm going to do this morning. Pretty wore out. Here I come to save the day. Put the roll pin out here. A little bigger part. I don't remember where I got these. Wait a minute. But they have a little ball on the end. They're made in the US of A. It keeps you lined up in the roll pin. Don't use them very often. They're small, but I use them today. Mr. Smaller one. Probably metric, that's why. Open. Now, tell you what, this axle come right out the hole on the other side. Any luck? I think I need a file. Don't I? Watch this. I'm smart like a fox. Will be. That goes like that there. I can't screw that up. And voila, new one, old one. It's all dry rotted too. Just like a belt on an engine on your pulleys. I'm sure it's hard as a rock, stiff as a coffin nail, they say. So we're going to put the axle back in here. This goes there, this goes here. How do I know? Because I took it apart like a minute ago, or two. Let's see, just like that, I don't know what I did with the axle. There it is, right in front of my nose. Just like that there. Tiny bubbles. So you guys liked that Judas Priest the other day, huh? My little music video? I was pissed off that day. That's probably why that was there. I was running out in the middle of nowhere. It was Saturday. And when I got there, I'll fill you in a little bit, that job with the music and where you can see where I pulled the wire through. I don't know if you pay attention to it all or not, but that wire is in a precarious, going through the tower of that head is really a son of a buck. I gotta get it. Hang on. It was raining, freezing rain. There was a snowstorm coming. And, come on, you. And I just turned on the jams and that's how I rolled that day. And then when I get all done with the job, the part you didn't see because my battery ran out, was, it wasn't the problem. I was pissed. I was so pissed. Yeah, that wasn't the problem. The problem turned out to be a different wire in the head. So I went back on Monday, and back you up a little bit here. Oops, the other back up. So I went back out on Monday because I listened to the operator, which wasn't really their fault. It's just the way it is when you're in that business of fixing stuff. I had my own rules, and you probably heard me say it before. Don't listen to what the guy says. I mean, listen to it with a grain of salt, but then go back into the job with your own idea of, I'm going to find out what's wrong with it, because I went with what they said. I ordered the wire from Cat and that Friday, and I brought the wire out, and then Saturday I went and did it so they could go back to work Monday. Well, it turns out it was the wrong problem. There's a real small wire that goes through the harvester head up to the encoder, which is what counts the length of the tree as they're harvesting it. It tells the computer when to stop the feed rollers. So I went back Monday morning and finished the job. So it's running, it's all good. I just was having a little fit there. Not too big a deal. But that's how it went. That's how we rolled that day.
Yeah, I'll borrow this.
What? Alright, you don't borrow tape, you use it.
Oh, I'm bringing some of that.
That's right. Use it up. Force a little grease in that one. Then we'll do a little bit of this. Everything needs a little bit of lube on it, you know. Did you hear that? Lube her up, son, he says. Lube her up. Spit on her. I didn't say that. My wife will clobber me for saying that? Whatever. Ooh, maybe I can get the fender down in there. Yeah. Lubrication is good. Put a little bit off this there thing. Make sure she ships good. Oh yeah. I don't want to get anything on that plate though. You know what I mean? And that's this. You think that's not going to work, but the axe, when I put the tires on it, it'll hold that in place. And I'm going to do that right now. Right now. I'm going to do that right now. We should be ready for a snow plowing. I think what I'll do, because we don't have any snow right now to test the traction, is I'll just see if I can push one of these Ponzi's around in here with it. See if I can spin the wheels. I don't know if she's good. You said the other day I went out in the snow and it was real heavy wet stuff and it wouldn't even, I had to push the dang thing through the snow, so that's not a good thing. Like I said, just the gap here is getting too much. Getting too much, losing its clearance. Okay. So. See that? She won't run out. Okay, I'll see you later, guys. She should be ready to rock and roll. I guess I can't leave things alone. This is the linkage that tensions that plate. And of course, this is the way it's made years ago. Blah, blah, blah. That goes in there. Now you look at it. Look at the treads. They go right. Yeah, it's my day to say focus you. Anyways, they use the threads and it egg shapes the hole a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bolt, a new one. I'm going to cut it off so it rides completely in that hole. Takes up all that slop. Same with this linkage. They leave the threads in there, if you can see that, and then that wears on everything. So they don't have to buy a special bolt. Well, I'm going to make a special bolt. Like I said, I'm going to cut that off. Then there'll be a nice straight shaft that all rides in. And take up, even if I take up that 1/8 of an inch, it's going to make a difference down there on that traction thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now I'll bring you back. Oh, look out for the shine. So me's about to put this thing back together. And I show you, I showed you a little bit ago about that linkage there. I got this, just so it's nice. This is transport mode. you put a little bit of pressure on it. You see that platen raising? That's for the handle when you want to put it in traction drive. I took this all apart, lubed everything. And it's kind of sticky yet. That platen comes down. And when you pull the handle up there, this raises and lowers, and I cleaned it with brake clean and scuffed it up a little bit because of the grease that was on it. I don't want that rubber wheel to slip. I want it to grab. So the next thing I'm going to do is fire it up, test it out. I got to find my covers for the bottom here and put everything back together. So I know it's kind of been a boring video, but ever since I can remember, I've been a take-aparter and fixer. When I was a little kid, I used to go down in the basement of my mom and dad's, and I had a workbench when I was probably 8, 9. I don't know if Dad built it or what, but I'd take stuff apart and put it back together just to see how it worked, and I'd build little models, and yeah. So this is what I call fun. I enjoy it. That's what makes me good at what I do, I guess. Or at least I think I am. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this thing back together and fire it up, and then maybe do a little demonstration. We'll do a little burnout with the chains. I'm gonna start it up and see if I got traction. Traction. Ooh, I better put the gas cap back on, huh? I'm gonna put you right here in the back of the forklift. Got electric start too. So if I remember how to do this. I think that's a success story. I'm gonna do burnouts here. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Till next time.